Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Swastiastu. Namo Buddhaya, salam kebajikan. Ladies and gentlemen, introduction. My name is Rafi Ahmad Raihan. I'm from class 12, 6th grade. Okay, right now or this time, I want to tell you about Lea Bali. In addition to its natural beauty, the island of Bali has become a popular tourist spot thanks to the diversity of the custom on inhabitants, which are still very strong. One of the art on the island of Dewata, the attract is the Calunarang dance or better known as the Lea show. Seeing in the show is usually shown at night is certainly is a fun tourist activity for many people, especially foreign is who are very curious about local culture. The fact it is a legendary black magic that is great for by people in Bali. Lea is also known as a mythological creature who is always looking is a sacrifice. The mystery of Lea Bali comes from a woman who turned into a supernatural figure name is Kalunarang, who is the highest of the perlayaan or the science of Lea in Balinese. Lea in Bali is the mean Le, L-E, is A-K means evil. Lea means evil witch. Lea itself can only be seen at night, and even then, shown because during the day they will look like ordinary humans. The origin of the Lea begins with a widow Shakti Mandraguna. Dayudatu is the name widow. Until now is believed by some people to her existence and legend. According of a folklore, Dayudatu lived the village of Girah, which is located on the coast and is still the area of Majapahit Kingdom. At the time, Dayudatu was later known as Calunarang. It's also arranged that Dayudatu herself wrote all his witchcraft in a book of the black magic. This is the origin of what is a belief be the foreigner of the birth Lea of Bali. For some people, very many people, it's no stranger to being a type of creature that is quite scary and creepy. Lea in historical narrative of state have existed since the 7th century, versus when King Airlangga ruled in East Java since 1021 AD. Of course, this Lea story didn't just happen. It said then in the past Calunarang lost a battle because her magic book had been stolen and secured by Empu Barada. After the magic book was the hand of Empu Barada, it was not clear to whose hand the magic was transferred. However, some of Calunarang students who had studied witchcraft flew the island of Bali. It's one the island of the gods to some of these students preserve the magic of Calunarang and teach to anyone who want to learn. Its Calunarang is very close to the custom of the Balinese Hindu community because or the Calunarang was claimed to Balinese. At the time, Bali was also under the control of Airlangga and was ruled and his younger brother, Anak Wungsu. According to Balinese, belief looks in ordinary human who practice evil magic. One requires embryo blood in life. It is also said the Leia can turn himself into a pig with fireball. Well, the actual form of the Leia is larger body, beginning red eye, has a long tongue, and also sharp. Some people say Magic Leia only work on the island of Bali. So Leia only exists on the island of Bali. This knowledge can be learned in the Lontars, namely holy books that contain a series of black magic. R is the implies as a Lontar is made from the leaves of the land of our which is made in such a way with a length of 30 centimeter and a width of 3 centimeter and on. It is inscribed with Balinese script, a very scary language. Very, very scary language. Kalau Narang student who fled to Bali wrote about a science of aviation if four books. Mainly, lontar kambra perak, lontar sahyang emas, lontar tanting emas, and lontar cung biru. And for your information, there are the level of Leia knowledge, including to the level of Leia scenes, namely people with usually Leia can change their form into animals such monkey. It's a dog with a chicken, goat, sows, other pieces and others. They the scenes of intermediate level Leia. People who usually Leia at this level can also change their form into eagle, can fly high. Their beaks and claws contain poison. Their eye can also emit fire and can change shape into jaka tunggul to emu tree. Emu tree without leaves with trunk can emit fire and also plasma source. The last level of high level Leia knowledge, namely people who can turn into bed in the form of a 21-story corpus emptying tower if thumping surgery in Balinese. The entire point and tower contains fire that spread that anything that is a target can be scored to abyss. The story is immortalized into an art so that is often featured in cultural performance at the Galungan Festival. In addition, the show is also often performed as a ritual when a disease outbreak occurs in the village Bali Leia since recurs sacrifice for anyone who learn it. Not kidding. The soul is human flesh or blood and a feature that is still in the mother's womb. Even today, the people the island of Dewata still believe that there are few people who have mastered the sins to attract its community. So actually, Leia is something scary that cannot be afraid the lives of Balinese people. Judging from various some people, especially those who live in Bali, still believe and are afraid of Leia. A number of people who learn black magic, but usually doesn't, who travel her identity if they have studied Balinese. Leia, those who study this be challenged by people who have studied similar things. Okay, I don't tell you about Leia from Bali. So, permission. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.